Vote chori is an anti-national act, and those across the aisle are doing an anti-national act. Everybody says to us, India is the biggest democracy. Actually, I was thinking today, we're not just the biggest democracy, we're the greatest democracy. And I'm not saying it just like that. I'm saying it, America calls itself the oldest democracy. But the democracy that weaves together the largest number of people, the largest diversity of people, the largest number of languages, the largest number of states is this. And so our most powerful asset, the thing that stitches together the entire concept of modern India, stitches together the fabric of modern India, brings people together, allows them to build this great nation, is being attacked by these people. They're destroying it. You know they're destroying it. I know they're destroying it, and they know they're destroying it. And I'd like to conclude by saying that the biggest anti-national act you can do is vote chori. There is no bigger anti-national act that you can do than vote chori. Because when you destroy the vote, you destroy the fabric of this country. You destroy modern India, you destroy the idea of India. Electoral reform is very simple. The point is, nobody wants to do it. The government doesn't want to do it. What does electoral reform require? What we've been saying. Number one, give machine-readable voter lists to all political parties 1 month before the election. That's the first step. The second step is take back the law that allows the destruction of CCTV footage. Very simple, not difficult. While you're doing that, also tell us what is the architecture of the EVM. Give us access to the EVM. Let our experts go and see what is inside the EVM. Till today, we have not had access to the EVM. We are not shown the architecture of the EVM. We're not physically allowed to go and see an EVM. Give us the architecture. Give us access to the EVM. And finally, please change the law that allows the election commissioner to get away with whatever he wants to do. That's all the electoral reforms you need. And I want to assure the election commissioner that they might be under the impression that this law lets them get away with it. Let me remind them, don't worry, we are going to change the law, and we are going to change it retroactively, and we are going to ask 3 questions first, which will make it very clear that the BJP is directing and using the election commission to damage India's democracy. The first question, why is it that the CJI was removed from the selection panel of the election commissioner? Second question, in December 2023, they changed the law to make sure that no election commissioner could be punished for any action they take while they are election commissioner. Why would the Prime Minister and Home Minister give this gift of immunity to the election commissioner? And finally, why was the law with regards to CCTVs and the data that they contain changed? Why was a law put in place that allows the election commission to destroy CCTV footage 45 days after the election? What is the result of this institutional capture? What is the result of controlling the Chief Election Commissioner and the Election Commission? First of all, we have a set of election campaigns that are tailored for the Prime Minister, so that the Prime Minister's schedule can be fitted in to the program. Second, we have a Brazilian woman who appears 22 times on the voter list of Haryana. There is one woman whose name has appeared 200 times, more than 200 times in one booth in Haryana. And it is very clear, and I have proven without doubt, that the election of Haryana was stolen and the theft was ensured by the Election Commission of India. I've said it again and again and again. Now, nowhere has the Election Commission answered my questions. The Election Commission has not told me why this lady's picture has appeared on the polling list. They have not told me why lakhs and lakhs of duplicate voters are existing. They have not told me why a BJP leader is coming from Uttar Pradesh to vote in Haryana. These are straightforward questions. And there is clear proof which I have put in front of the country. Right? But the Election Commission has no answer to these questions. And that is the result of the complete capture of the Election Commission by the people across the aisle. Thank you for letting me raise this issue of pollution in our major cities. Most of our cities, major cities, are living under a blanket of poisonous air. Millions of children are getting lung disease. Their future is being destroyed. People are getting cancer. Older people are struggling to breathe. This is an interesting issue because I'm certain that there will be full agreement between the government and us on this issue. This is not a, this is not an ideological issue. This is, everybody in this house would agree that air pollution, the damage it is doing to our people, is something that we would like to cooperate on. I think it's important that the government develops a plan for how to get rid of air pollution in our cities. We are more than happy to cooperate with the government on developing such a plan. There are not many issues these days that the government and the opposition, entire opposition, can agree on. And I think it's a very good idea that we have at least one.
You rightly said, but during 0 hour,
let me finish.
I think so there is a time constraint. If you want to bring some resolution under any appropriate law, so the Speaker will allow for a debate for the, I think,
let me just
kindly make it brief.
Let me conclude.
Please.
So I think this is an issue where, everybody says government, opposition, fighting all the time. This is one issue where we can show the country that we can also plan and work together to solve something that is critical. I think the government should have a discussion in Parliament. We should all have a discussion in Parliament, and we should try and not make it a discussion where we are abusing you and you are abusing us. I think we should make it a discussion where we are participating, we are showing the country that on this fundamental issue there is agreement, and the best minds are going to be put into place to solve this issue.
Thank you.
I think it would be good if we have a discussion, detailed discussion, and then the Prime Minister puts in place a plan for each city, methodical, systematic plan on how within the next 5 or 10 years, maybe we cannot resolve the problem, but how we are going to impact the problem and make life for our people easier. I think a good idea would be that we frame the discussion not on us saying what you have not done and not on you saying what we have not done, but simply saying that what are we going to do for the people in India in the future, what are the action steps that we need to take. So I would say that it would be an interesting experiment to see if instead of you blaming us and we blaming you, we can try and say on this one issue where we agree, there's no disagreement, there we say, listen, let us just talk about the future of the people.